This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ58 in Fort Wayne. Visit our website via weather.gov/IW. This is a flash flood watch. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a flash flood watch for a portion of northern Indiana, including the following areas: Adams, Allen, Blackford, Grant, Jay, Kosciuszko, Noble, Wabash, and Whitley. Until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Monday, thunderstorms with locally heavy rainfall are likely again by this afternoon through Monday evening due to remnants of Tropical Depression Melissa. Many areas received 2 to 4 inches of rainfall Friday afternoon, with some higher amounts. Additional rainfall of 1 to 3 inches is possible tomorrow morning through the afternoon hours, progressing into Monday. Many roads remain closed due to high water and ongoing flooding from previous rainfall. Any additional rainfall will quickly lead to renewed flooding and life-threatening situations. A flash flood watch means that conditions may develop that lead to flash flooding. Flash flooding is a very dangerous situation. You should monitor later forecasts and be prepared to take action should flash flood warnings be issued. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ58 in Fort Wayne. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. With locally heavy rainfall are likely again by this afternoon through Monday evening due to remnants of Tropical Depression Melissa. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a flash flood warning for Allen County in northeastern Indiana, Adams County in northeastern Indiana, Kosciuszko County, Indiana, Wabash County, Indiana, Huntington County in northeastern Indiana, Whitley County in northeastern Indiana, until 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Sunday. At 8:02 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, local law enforcement reported rapidly rising waters and several bodies of water overflowing their banks, with drainage systems being overwhelmed and failing. Up to 6 inches of rain have fallen in total along with previous amounts, with additional heavy rainfall expected within the next hour or two before the thunderstorms move out of the area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Some locations that will experience flooding include Fort Wayne, Columbia City, Huntington, Warsaw, Wabash, Lagro, New Haven, Decatur, Churubusco, Woodburn, and Huntertown. Heavy rainfall continues and additional amounts will exacerbate the already dangerous situation. Additional rainfall of possibly 2 to 4 inches will be imminent as the warning progresses through the night, causing additional dangerous to possibly extreme flooding, especially in urban areas around each county. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. This is a dangerous situation. The public has reported extensive flooding around the city of Fort Wayne with this line of thunderstorms. Seek higher ground now to protect your life. Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Sunday for the following counties in Indiana: Adams, Allen, Huntington, Kosciuszko, Wabash, and Whitley. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a flash flood warning for Adams County in northeastern Indiana, Kosciuszko County, Indiana, Wabash County, Indiana, Huntington County in northeastern Indiana, Whitley County in northeastern Indiana, until 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Sunday. Flash flood emergency for Allen County, including the city of Fort Wayne. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a flash flood warning for Allen County in northeastern Indiana until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Emergency Management has reported that many roads in and around the Fort Wayne area are completely flooded with up to 3 feet of standing water across most roads. Several homes have been flooded throughout the city, along with some reports of cars stranded due to high water. In addition, 2 fatalities have been reported just to the south of Fort Wayne due to extreme flooding around the area. Flooding has also been reported around Tennessee Avenue, and several cars have been stranded surrounding the area. Rain has ended so far, however, a chance for additional rain is expected through the early morning hours. Persons in flood-prone areas should take precautions given the additional rainfall forecast. Some locations that will experience flooding include Fort Wayne, New Haven, Arcola, Huntertown, Woodburn, and Grable. Serious flooding is occurring throughout Allen County. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to cross water-covered bridges, dips, or low-water crossings. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. This is an extremely dangerous situation, as flash flooding is occurring by the second. As the night goes on, the additional rainfall will worsen the situation, possibly forcing evacuations. Leave the area immediately if this occurs. Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following county: Allen, Indiana. Flash flood emergency for northern Huntington and Whitley counties, including the cities of Columbia City and Huntington. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a flash flood warning for northern Huntington County in northeastern Indiana, Whitley County in northeastern Indiana, until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the public reported numerous road closures in Columbia City and Huntington due to heavy rainfall rates of 3 to 4 inches per hour. As much as 3 feet of standing water was reported around these areas, with several cars stranded as well. A couple of structures have suffered heavy damage, leading to complete collapse from extreme flash flooding. Heavy rain is still ongoing across the area, with additional rainfall of 2 to 3 inches likely overnight. Persons in these areas should be prepared to evacuate if necessary. Some locations that will experience flooding include Columbia City, Huntington, Tri-Lakes, Roanoke, and Andrews. Serious flooding is occurring throughout these counties. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The additional heavy rain will only exacerbate ongoing flooding, leading to more road closures and possibly forcing evacuations as needed. Leave the area immediately if this occurs. Repeating, a flash flood warning has been issued until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana, Huntington, and Whitley. Flash flood emergency for Allen County, including the city of Fort Wayne. In Columbia City and Huntington due to heavy rainfall rates of 3 to 4 inches per hour. As much as 3 feet of standing water was reported around these. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Allen County Police Department and the Allen County Emergency Management Agency. Due to life-threatening flash flooding from the remnants of Tropical Depression Melissa, a good portion of north-central Allen County is underwater at this time, including the city of Fort Wayne and the downtown area. Those who have followed the mandatory evacuation order are requested not to return home until flood waters recede. Water rescues are underway for those trapped by rapidly rising flood waters. Heavy rain has ended across the entire area. However, the danger remains until flood waters completely recede. Do not return to flooded areas until given the all-clear by the proper authorities. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets for the latest information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Columbia City Police Department and the Whitley County Emergency Management Agency. Serious damage has occurred throughout Columbia City as a result of thunderstorms producing heavy rain throughout the area. Several evacuation orders have been issued throughout the area due to high water flowing over numerous roads and producing excessive flooding. The entire city of Columbia City is underwater at this time. Those who have followed the mandatory evacuation order are requested not to return home until flood waters recede. Several water rescues are occurring throughout the city, and several buildings have suffered complete collapse due to extreme flooding. Do not return to the area unless given the all-clear by the proper authorities. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets for the latest information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Allen County Police Department.
Taking you back to the rock. 98.9 The Bear.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Allen County Emergency Management Agency. The 911 telephone system in Allen County has experienced a power surge and is shut down due to a massive influx of 911 calls throughout the entire county. Both cell phone and landlines are affected by this outage. If you have a life-threatening emergency, you are asked to call the Allen County Police Department at 260-449-3000 or the Allen County Fire Department Station 1 at 260-427-1478. This outage will remain in effect until further notice.
Whitley County Emergency Management Agency. Serious damage has occurred throughout Columbia City as a result of thunderstorms producing heavy rain throughout the area. Several evacuation orders have been issued throughout the area due to high water flowing over numerous roads and producing excessive flooding. Local area emergency for Northeastern Indiana and Northwest Ohio. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Indiana Emergency Management Agency. The Indiana State Emergency Management Agency in Indianapolis has been notified that 911 systems in the northeastern section of the state have all experienced severe power surges due to an unknown cause, and have all gone offline as a result. 911 systems in the following Ohio counties have also gone offline: Defiance, Paulding, and Van Wert. Residents in respective counties in each portions of both states are asked to call their respective police or fire departments in cases of life-threatening or medical emergencies until all systems can be restored. It is unknown at this time when 911 service will be fully restored to these areas. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or other media outlets for updates on this unusual situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Columbia City Police Department and the Whitley County.
Good afternoon. It's 3:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Fort Wayne. I'm Tom Kent, giving you the latest news and information on WOWO 107.5 FM and also on 1190 AM. Now, we start off the news with 911 telephone outage emergencies across Allen County, including the city of Fort Wayne. Now, this may be linked to the past extensive flooding due to Tropical Depression Melissa, which occurred in Fort Wayne, Columbia City, and Huntington the last week. The National Weather Service did take action on that tropical depression as they issued a flash flood watch along with a load of flash flood warnings that day. Now, if you guys have an emergency and you can't call 911, you can call the Allen County Police Department at 260-449-3000 or the Allen County Fire Department at 260-427-1478. Now, this is an alternative for now, and I'm just being told by my producers that we have another emergency alert system bulletin coming through our station here in a few moments. So all of you guys who are listening to my voice through this station, listen carefully to this alert, okay? This is for your safety. From WOWO, this is the emergency alert system.
Statewide priority activation. The Indiana Emergency Management Agency has received and confirmed reports of 911 telephone systems experiencing major power surges and being rendered inoperable across the entire state of Indiana due to an undetermined cause. Police and fire departments in numerous counties across this state are also reporting difficulties handling a still increasing number of calls, mainly for medical emergencies. Residents are asked to continue using fire and police department numbers to relay emergency calls, and to stay off the telephone line entirely if they do not require fire or medical assistance. Technicians are being dispatched statewide at this time in an attempt to diagnose the problem.
Hospitals in and around the Fort Wayne area have been overwhelmed, so to speak, with cases of an unknown disease spreading throughout the city. And
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Allen County Department of Health and the Allen County Police Department. An unidentified virus strain is rapidly spreading across the city of Fort Wayne and into the entirety of Allen County. It is believed that it will spread into adjacent counties within the next few hours. Symptoms of this virus include initial nausea and vomiting, high fever, severe headache, and pain in the joints or muscles leading to weakness. If you or someone you know is experiencing any of these symptoms, quarantine them or yourself immediately and call your local fire or police department. Do not call 911, as the telephone lines are still down across Allen County. Because this virus is airborne, the following actions are recommended to uninfected persons of the public. Stay indoors, if at all possible. Close and lock all windows and doors, and turn off air conditioning and ventilation systems. Wear breathing masks to prevent catching the virus. Have enough food and water for your shelter for at least 1 to 2 weeks. If the virus continues to spread, these actions will be taken by your government as well. Most importantly, stay safe and stay calm in this situation. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated, you will be arrested.
Now, we do not know where this virus originated from, but we do know that it has a name of its own now, and it is called the Angel virus. Now, pretty unusual name for a dangerous virus, but that's what they are calling it according to the Centers for Disease Control. Now, in case you guys are wondering how we are still on the air, that's because the entire staff, including myself, of course, and Tina right next to me, which is my producer, we all have gas masks on at the moment. So we are all taking the proper precautions in order to keep ourselves healthy and safe in order to give you guys timely information and warnings as needed. So I'm being told by my producer Tina right now, in fact, that there is a new emergency alert system message coming over the wire from the NDEC, so stand by as this will be an activation of WOWO through the emergency alert system.
Statewide priority activation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Indiana State Department of Health. An outbreak of a recently spotted disease, now known as the Angel virus, has been reported throughout the entire state of Indiana, originating in Allen County and in the wake of devastating flooding across that area. Known symptoms of this virus have increased and become more intense. First-stage symptoms include initial nausea and vomiting, high fever, severe headache, and pain in the joints or muscles leading to weakness. 911 service remains down in all counties across the state, and emergency services are having increasing difficulty handling the amount of cases. All of those working in police, medical, and fire services in the state of Indiana should now consider themselves on standby status until further notice, and be ready for active duty at any time. Any residents not infected with the Angel virus should continue to remain in their homes, with all windows and doors locked. Make sure all air conditioning and ventilation systems are turned off, and have enough food and water for sheltering for 1 to 2 weeks. Continue to listen to NOAA Weather Radio or your favorite source of media outlets for updates on this situation.
Spreading rapidly towards the Midwestern portion of the United States. This is an extremely dangerous situation as this virus is spreading so fast, none of us can even keep track of it in time. We do not know where it's headed for next, but because this virus is airborne, you never know where this virus could head, so all residents in the United States on the East Coast so far, and in the Midwest, of course, are requested to take the proper precautions and buy yourself a military-grade gas mask in order to prevent catching this.
Outbreak of Angel virus intensifying and increasing in speed of transmission. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Department of Health and Human Services. The outbreak of the newly identified Angel virus, which originated in the city of Fort Wayne in the state of Indiana, has rapidly intensified and has now spread to the following states: Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. Newer, more intense symptoms have also appeared in victims of this disease. New symptoms now include hallucinations, loss of motor functions in the body leading to paralysis, loss of bodily functions, and coma. Casualties have already been reported with this virus, most of them occurring in the state of Indiana, and the Angel virus is expected to continue spreading beyond the borders of infected states. Residents in states that neighbor an infected state are now under voluntary evacuations to the south and west, where no reports of the virus have been received at this time. Make sure to bring all necessary supplies with you for at least 14 days, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Evacuate in a safe, but swift manner. Any residents in states that do not neighbor an infected state are asked to remain vigilant and to shelter in place in order to avoid catching this virus. Stay inside, close all windows and doors, and turn off any air conditioning or ventilation systems. Updates will be transmitted as needed. Stay tuned for further information on this dangerous situation. National Information Center Statement. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC has announced that the Angel virus continued to rapidly intensify and has now spread through half of the continental United States, now affecting areas of the High Plains and portions of the Southeast. States affected now include North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Minnesota, Arkansas, and Louisiana. More intense and fatal symptoms have also appeared as the virus has appeared to mutate into a new strain entirely. The development of rapidly growing and malignant tumors have now been exhibited, leading to multiple organ failure and immediate death of those affected by this new strain. This is an extremely dangerous situation for the lower 48 states. Martial law has been enacted in all states affected, and may be required over the entire country should the virus continue to spread. The CDC is currently in the process of research to develop a cure for the virus, but there's no timetable on when the cure will be completed. Residents not affected are required to continue sheltering in place, or complete evacuation procedures if ordered to do so by the proper authorities. Continue to listen for further updates or instructions given by your local emergency officials. Angel virus now considered a mortal threat to the United States. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The Angel virus has now spread to over 75% of the continental United States, and has intensified even further. There is now confirmed to be two separate strains of the disease affecting citizens, both carrying a mortality rate of 90%. In addition, numerous reports inciting across the United States have confirmed that civilians affected by either strain ran amok into zombie-like creatures within minutes after death. These creatures can easily be identified by black lines spreading from their skull over their entire body, pale skin, bluish-white eyes, wing-like scarring on their backs, and extreme homicidal aggression. Massive damage has been reported in states with zombies, and these reports are expected from other areas at any time. In addition, hospitals have become overwhelmed with cases, and any trace support is responding as quickly as possible. Because of the unprecedented speed of this outbreak, and attempts to prevent overtaxing of medicine and resources, severe degradation of emergency medical responses has occurred. As a result, the CDC has declared a nationwide public health emergency until further notice. All agencies have been activated in an attempt to curtail this outbreak. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Angel virus has now spread across the entire United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. In addition, the virus has gained speed unlike anything ever seen, spreading to Canada and Mexico in a matter of minutes. Sudden mass casualties and massive transformation into zombies have occurred in both countries as a result. These zombies have gained the ability to fly through winds tearing open from the scars on their backs, and a devastating rate of transmission has occurred through either being bitten on the ground or transmission of fluids when flying zombies capture victims and begin to consume them in the air. The CDC is now unable to develop a cure for this disease, as several facilities have been destroyed by zombie attacks and researchers being killed in all respective locations. This is a catastrophic situation for the entire United States. Any surviving citizens are now encouraged to seek an underground shelter or barricade themselves in their current location to the best of their ability. Board up all windows and doors from the inside. Make sure you have supplies with you, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. If you have armed protection, use it by all means necessary. Wear a mask rated at least N95 to avoid catching this infection at all costs. Do not attempt to evacuate any area. It is too dangerous to do so and will result in immediate infection and venomation. This station will remain on the air to continue broadcasting for as long as possible. The President is being moved to a classified location, and it will be speaking from there shortly. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WPTA-TV, Channel 21. We will continue to serve the Fort Wayne area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to a station providing news and information to your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Fort Wayne area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
Oh no, what could this be? From WBYR, this is an important message. Stand by. Oh no. Oh God, no. Attention all listeners, we interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. God damn it, I knew the CDC couldn't handle this. Mother...
Global alert. Global alert. Transmission to be broadcasted on every television and radio on planet Earth. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the North American Aerospace Defense Command. This is not a test. A massive launch of nuclear missiles has occurred from China, Russia, and the majority of Asia in a coordinated sterilization strike against all zombies and the Angel virus. At this time, it is believed that over 1,200 missiles have been launched and are expected to impact the United States within the next 20 minutes. Impacts are also expected in Canada and Mexico in the next 20 minutes. In addition, it was reported that the presidents of the United States and Mexico were killed by zombies along with the Prime Minister of Canada, but not before initiating retaliation launches of every country's nuclear missile targeted at every other country on the planet. A global nuclear war is imminent. To repeat, a global nuclear war is imminent. Due to the excessive number of missiles, it is impossible to determine exact targets anywhere on the planet. Therefore, any remaining survivors in North America, along with all other citizens on planet Earth, are advised to either remain in an underground shelter or to seek a fallout shelter at this time. Bring food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio with you. If you have firearms and ammunition, bring them with you and use them by all means necessary. It is not known if the sterilization strikes will completely eliminate the virus, or how long it will take for radiation to clear after the attack. For now, use your battery-powered radio to remain updated on the situation and await further instructions.